Welcome to the podcast, Redeemed. Thanks so much for joining us once again. We are continuing our look through the life of Moses, I guess it is.
You could have said Exodus. You could have said
Moses. Life of Moses, Exodus, through the plagues.
A lot of things you could have gone with there.
Life of Moses.
You can do Life of Moses.
Life of Moses. Yeah.
They all work.
Facts.
As I said on Sunday, he is one of those gentlemen, too, that I will enjoy having a sit-down conversation with when I get to heaven. Mm-hmm. Mostly because I feel like I do have some things in common with Moses.
Yeah.
I'm one of those that, I would have been at the burning bush going, Lord, there's got to be somebody better.
Way
better than me.
Can't be me.
I'm happy. I have a wife. I have kids. I'm good.
I don't need to go walked away from the burning bush thinking, that's not talking to me. I'm just going crazy. Then they just keep lighting on fire in front of you.
Yeah.
Nope. If I don't see
like
it again.
Burning tumbleweed just following you.
I just close my eyes.
Yep. Nope, I get that.
But at this point, Moses is committed, and he's beginning the process of trying to get the people out. Mm-hmm. Yes. So we're going to look at a couple plagues. We already looked at two of them. We looked at the snake and the blood. Both very disgusting, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Not disgusting enough for Pharaoh, apparently.
Nope. So God's going to take it up a notch. So what do we have now? Frogs.
Ugh.
I do wonder why God picked frogs. Why frogs?
Because they're annoying.
It is true.
I got frogs out here, and not to this extent, obviously, but they get into everything. Is honestly, it's the most shocking thing in the world.
It is.
You don't think of frogs as a pest.
Yeah.
But they are.
Mm-hmm.
They're annoying.
They are
loud, and you can't find them.
But I mean, he could have used salamanders, lizards, anything. But why frogs? I don't know. Like I said,
now we're digging into which amphibian he used.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's interesting. He used frogs, maybe because they're next to the Nile. You know what I'm saying? So it was easier to make frogs. I don't know.
Probably my guess too. I wonder if they were poison frogs, poison dart tree frogs.
Ooh, they would at least look cool.
Are there a lot of trees in Egypt?
At the time?
By the Nile?
I don't know.
I think they have palm trees, don't they?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm the one that asked the question.
I mean, my reference to Egypt comes from the Assassin's Creed game I played, so there you go.
Were there trees in it? Palm trees?
There was.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I don't think poison dart frogs are in palm trees, though, are they?
Probably not.
I don't think
so. But you don't know.
I don't know, but I'm just my...
But somebody's going to have to fact check that, okay?
Guess.
There you go, Levi. Fact check that one. You're up. So anyway, we got frogs. Why frogs? We don't know. But we got frogs.
A lot of frogs.
Lots of frogs.
Oh. And they got everywhere, basically, is what happened. They got everywhere. The frogs will come up on you and your people and all your officials.
So annoying.
And so that's what Aaron did. They stretched out their hands, tapped over the streams, the canals and ponds, make frogs. Oh, there you go. It's because of the canals and ponds.
Up.
That's why they did it.
That makes sense.
That makes more sense, yeah.
Spawn points.
Yeah, exactly. And makes frogs come, and then all of a sudden the land of Egypt is full of frogs. Mm-hmm, okay.
Mm-hmm. Now, Egyptians should have called spawn swap.
Now somehow, the magicians, Pharaoh's magicians, and
that is. I have questions about that. Mm-hmm. I would like to know how exactly they were conjuring up these things.
But they did. They did.
And
they
why?
made frogs come up on the land of Egypt.
I mean, what's the point now? Like, they already know that we saw the snakes, we saw the blood, like, we get it. You can also do that. But now you're just bringing more frogs into your land.
That's a good point. But at this point, though, I think they were more scared of Pharaoh than they were the frogs.
Yeah.
And in Pharaoh's mind, I'm sure it was, if my magicians can duplicate what he's doing, then it's not that impressive.
Then it can't be God.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
But you still got all these frogs now.
Yeah, I don't think he cared as much about that. He wasn't really a forethought kind of guy, it doesn't seem like.
But it was enough, though, that this time Pharaoh did say, hey, you know what? I can't just take the frogs away. I can't take it anymore. Although let your people go offer sacrifices to the Lord. And Moses says, okay, I will give you the honor of setting up a time you want me to pray for your officials and people so that the frogs leave. And what does Pharaoh say?
Tomorrow.
Which I find that interesting, too. I've been like...
Yeah.
Right now.
How about now?
Yeah.
Now works.
Mm-hmm. And Moses says it will be as you say. And just like that, he goes out and he prays to the Lord. Frogs leave. And after the frogs leave, somebody changes their mind.
Shocking.
I want to point out, though, that the frogs died. in the houses, in the courtyards, and the fields. They were piled into heaps, and the land reeked of them.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
No, they didn't just disappear. They didn't go back to the ponds and die. They just
piles of dead frogs.
Lots of them.
Lots of them. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
And somebody would have been picking them up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you do with them?
Maybe that's why he decided to keep the Israelites around.
Get the frogs out of here.
And need some people pick up the dead frogs.
Just saying.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a second. I'm not picking these frogs up. Never mind. You guys stay.
Yeah. Yeah. So then, but once again, Pharaoh's heart hardened his heart and would not listen to Moses, just as the Lord had said he wouldn't. And of course, he didn't let him go. So God's like, okay, let's try again. And this time, it's gnats.
Ugh.
So Aaron stretches out his hand. He strikes the dust of the ground, and the dust will become gnats. Now, I do know something about Egypt.
Lots of dust.
Yeah.
Lots of
You know
sand, which therefore creates lots of dust.
Yes, I could not imagine the amount of gnats they have flying around. And gnats annoy me because they try to get
I say
your eyes.
one gnat drives me crazy. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Millions.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, you're talking probably
Swarms.
trillions.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, because gnats are small. Yeah,
It's true. Yeah.
Now, it is interesting here, too, though, that the magicians tried to do it, and they couldn't.
Yeah,
This right here was it seems like it's the extent of what they know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they even, what did they say? The magician said to Pharaoh, "This is the finger of God."
Yep.
But Pharaoh's heart was hard, and he would not listen, just as the Lord said. Even the magicians were like, dude, not good.
Yeah, we can't do this.
This is not a button that I have on the remote.
Yeah. I mean, you got to give it to them. They've done pretty good so far. They made blood. They made snakes. They made frogs.
Yeah, whatever dark,
So I wonder why they couldn't make a
demonic.
gnat. Because you would think a frog would be harder than a gnat.
I would have. Well, there's they're making lots of gnats.
I was gonna say, I don't know. It just says in the commentary, it asks, "Why did the magicians see gnats as the finger of God?" And it just speculates that up until this plague, magicians had kept pace with Moses' signs and wonders. However, their tricks or demonic powers could not simulate hordes of gnats. So it makes it sound like maybe they were able to get some gnats.
They could each do
But not
one.
hordes.
gnat.
But not hordes, not to create the dust into gnats like it says.
I mean, that does create an image in your mind, though. Dust that does turn into gnats.
Yeah, you ever seen a sandstorm? Imagine that, but gnats.
No, thank you.
Yeah. But,
I don't. Want
I would
to.
like to not.
Yeah, I'm okay.
And then that wasn't good enough for Pharaoh. So God hits him with another. Flies.
oh.
Normally when you do something like that, you
Yes.
follow it up with, "Hey, look at this."
Yeah, interesting fact,
Like 3-year-old.
which I didn't realize.
And then just go about your day.
Is that the plague of frogs mocked the goddess? I can't pronounce that word. Het. Yeah, it's Het. A frog-headed goddess who supposedly helped women give birth. So there's your answer to your question. Probably why he used frogs.
Interesting.
And the
That's a
third
fun
plague,
fact.
gnats, rose from the dust, which ridiculed Osiris, the god of death and the underworld. The underworld, whose death and rebirth were celebrated each year.
What chapter you finding this in?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
No, you're right there.
So God is kind of mocking their God.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes perfect sense to me that
Yeah.
God would do that.
Yeah.
It does.
God would do that.
Yeah. No accidents.
Yeah, no accidents. No, that's
No
yeah, that makes perfect sense.
coincidences.
Yeah,
Yeah. Huh. The more you know.
yeah. Because I've always wondered that. I always wondered why he uses frogs and why gnats, but that makes sense. He's attacking their gods. There you go.
Making them look silly.
Well, he did the same thing with. I always get him confused. It was Elijah with Baal. Had him made they had to make 2 altars.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You know, and
Yep,
they did
yep.
their thing. They danced around, cut
Mhm.
themselves, did all this stuff, and nothing happened.
Well, who was the one too that tied up in the
Yeah.
in whatever their temple was, and then when they came back,
Mhm.
each day, like the idol that was there was.
Oh no, that was
Who was that?
that was the Philistines with the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant was inside their thing, and every time they came in, it was laying
Yep,
down in front
that's
of the
what
Ark
it
of the
was.
Covenant.
Yep.
It was the Philistines. Yep.
Mhm.
When they took it from Israel, Eli.
Mhm.
Eli's sons.
That's what I was thinking of.
That was when they tried to give it back, right?
Yeah. Well, it was shortly after that they tried to give it back.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they loaded up
Trying
on
to
the
make
cart.
sure I have my story straight. And like, hey,
Yeah.
can you please take this back?
Yeah,
We're
that's
tired
right.
of it.
Yeah,
We don't.
bad stuff just
We
kept
don't
happening.
like it. Bad things keep happening to us.
And every town they sent it to, everything just got worse
Yep.
and worse.
Yup. Like you guys.
I don't want it.
And eventually they just put it on the cart and
Send it back.
with oxen who had just had calves,
Yeah.
which normally they wouldn't go anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
but they took off for Israel.
Yep.
See ya.
Yeah, and it's just interesting how God does that. He just mocks their gods. You know what I'm saying?
This is what you guys think is so cool.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Not that
Yeah.
powerful.
Mhm. Yeah, you guys think that your little frog goddess is cool? Now there's billion dead frogs.
And doesn't that smell nice?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. How powerful is she now?
All right. So just a lot of cool things happening here. We're going to continue to work through the plagues, but we'll just do those two for this go around.
Egyptians didn't think it was that cool.
Hell, I bet not.
Probably not.
Which we're going to find out here pretty soon too. That you're going to find because at this point maybe the frogs were throughout the entire land of Egypt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're going to start to see some things where he starts taking care of his people.
Yeah.
But the bad stuff is happening to Pharaoh and his
Egyptians.
people.
The Israelites have some special treatment coming up.
Mm-hmm. The land of Goshen, I think, is what they call it, where they were staying.
Yes.
So anyway, stick with us. We got some cool stuff happening. I enjoy the plagues. I think they're fun.
Well,
It's
yeah,
fun
I'd have to be
see
a part
God
of them.
work. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of my kids today, and my oldest, Josiah, he was like, Moses is my favorite character. It's like, yep, he's a good one.
That guy was cool.
All right. Hang in there, guys, and we'll see you next time.